So we're into day 2 of graphing, and these steps are the same, okay, but this time you actually going to have to do this step and actually change one or both of them into y equals mx plus b. We're just solving for y. It's just good practice to solve equations. If you remember, I said there are 3 different ways to solve systems. The first one is graphing. The other 2 involve solving equations. So it's always good to continue practicing solving equations. So let's do some examples. Whoops, I have that in there twice apparently. So notice that these 2 equations here are not already solved for y. So we need to do that. So x plus y equals -1. How am I going to get that y by itself? Let's subtract the x. So we've got y equals, we can't actually subtract the x from the -1 because the -1 doesn't have an x, so we're just going to rewrite it, -x minus 1, put that x first. And now we have it in the form that we want, and we can graph that. So we're going to start at the -1. Our slope, remember, is -1/1, so we're going to go up 1/1 this direction because it's negative. We could also go down 1/1 this direction because it's negative. And we're going to attempt to connect those dots the best we can. Okay, and then we need to solve this one for y. So 2y minus x equals 4. We're trying to get that y by itself, so let's add the x first. So we get 2y equals x plus 4, because we can't actually add them. And we want the x to be first. It's plus x, so it's positive x. It's positive 4, so it's plus 4. Then we're going to divide everything by 2. Get y equals, remember there's a 1 there, so that's 1/2 x plus 2, because 4 divided by 2 is 2. So now that we have it in the y equals, we can graph it. So start at +2, positive 2 on the y, go up 1/2, and we're going to, it's positive, so we need to go this direction. Up 1/2, up 1/2, down 1/2, down 1/2, down 1/2. We got a line here. Okay, and notice that is the point where they intersect. And so that point, let's see, -2, 1, is our answer. Notice, my good friends, all of this is your work to get to this answer, and I need to see it all, or you will not get credit. Okay, this one, notice we've already got this guy in y equals, yay, less work for us to do. Okay, so let's go ahead and graph that one. Start at the -1. Always start at at whatever that number is on the y-axis, and then we can go up 2 and over 1, up 2 over 1, up 2. It's positive, so that's why I'm going this direction. We can go down 2 over 1, and we get ourselves a pretty line there. Now, unfortunately, this guy we've got to change, so x plus y equals 5. To get the y by itself, I have to subtract the x, and we get y equals -x plus 5. Now, we don't have to divide anything because y is already there, so we're good. Remember, that's a -1, so it's really -1/1. We're going to start there at that y-intercept at the 5. It's negative, so we're going to go this direction, up 1/1. That's about as far as we can go up. We can go down 1/1, down 1/1, down 1/1, down 1/1, etc. Draw, whoops, I did not get that anywhere near where it's supposed to go, did I? Down 1. There we go. And that is our intersection. So we go over 2, up 3. That's our answer. But all of that is our work that needs to be on every problem, which is why today you don't have to do as many problems. Okay, so I have one more example for us here with a little bit more complicated solving. So let's solve this one. -3x plus 2y equals 6. Okay, we need to get that y by itself, so we got to do something with the x term. Notice it's kind of the same every time. Okay, something with do something, add or subtract the x term. That gives us 2y equals 3x plus 6. Remember, you can't actually combine those because the 6 doesn't have an x. Okay, then we're going to divide by whatever's in front of the y if there is something. So that gives us y equals, that's still a fraction because we don't want decimals. That's not, decimals don't help us any. And then 6 divided by 2 is 3. So now we can take that plus 3, put a point there. We can take our our slope and go up 3 and over 2. It's positive, so we're going to go this direction, of course. Down 2, 3 over, 2. Down 1, 2, 3 over 1, 2. Okay, and then I'm really not very good at that. I'm going to try that again. That's a little bit better. Okay, and so that's done with the first one. Now the second one, let's solve that guy. So we've got x minus 2y equals negative 2. Positive x, so we need to subtract it from both sides. That gives us a negative 2y equals negative x minus 2. Again, we can't actually do the math, so we just rewrite it with the x first. Divide by negative 2. That gives us y equals, okay, remember there's a 1 there, right? A negative divided by negative is a positive, so we just have 1 over 2x. Negative divided by negative is still positive, so plus 1, because 2 divided by 2 is 1. So it means we're going to start at the 1, right? Start the positive 1 there. Go up 1 over 2. Up 1 over 2 because it's positive, right? Up 1 over 2, so we're going this direction. Down, down 1 over 2, down 1 over 2, down 1 over 2. So there's our line, and there is our intersection. So we're going over negative 2 and up not at all. So that's your intersection. Ask questions in chat.